What is up, guys? Y'all know this is your boy Donovan Milliken coming at you with another video. We know the deal. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. But let's get into it. Coaching nowadays is a whole lot tougher than it used to be. Used to, players couldn't transfer, make money fairly on the NIL and stuff. And you could really control players. Now players with a transfer portal, NIL, and all this are free. You know, coaches, if they used to want to leave or whatever, it's no big deal. If a player wanted to do it, it was a big deal. But NIL and the transfer portal and the stuff has really made it easier for players to do what they want to. But and then next year you got the playoff coming in thing. So it feels like coaches. It's like coaches want us to feel sorry for them. I mean, most coaches make a lot of money. Like Dabo, of course, went off on his fan from Tyler from Spartanburg, but transfer portal, NIL, and the playoff, you win now or you get fired. I mean, Dabo makes $11 million. Of course, Josh Heupel, he's done a good job turning Tennessee around, makes $9 million. But coaches better get used to it. It ain't like it used to. I mean, you had to win and stuff, but where bowl games have been watered down and they're not as important as they used to, when you go to a 12-team playoff, division top, I mean, of course, the SEC's not going to have divisions going into next year, but SEC championships and other games, I think, could go away because they're not going to be important. If you don't make the playoff, you're going to get fired. You make enough money, and you got NIL and the transfer portal that can make your program better, not only with high school recruiting, it puts more pressure on you, but you know that's what coaches sign up for. You know, they ask coaches all the time, should coaches have to worry about 100-something players? But you know what? You get paid. I mean, it's hard to look after 100-something players on your campus and on your team, but it is what it is. When you sign up for it to be a coach, you're saying, I'm going to look after all these players, whether you like it or not. So coaches can, you know, when coaches lose, like Shane Beamer, at South Carolina last year, win 8 games, and now he's 2-6. He wants to tell the media he broke his foot and all comes up with all kind of stories so they can feel sorry for him. We don't feel sorry for you. You make the money, go win. I mean, of course, some coaches come in with different situations and stuff, but nobody's feeling sorry for you. You get paid the big bucks. You either produce or you get fired. That is what it is. I mean, used to, you didn't have the NIL transfer portal and the playoffs 12 team, but life's moving and life changes, but you have to adapt and be able to you have to be able to adapt and go along with things, or you just won't be a head coach because things are changing, man. The playoff makes them, nobody's going to care about other bowl games. Personally, I think bowl games should go away and we should go to 16 teams. I mean, if the FCS, a level below the FBS, has done 16 teams forever, the FBS should do it. I mean, the NCAA, let's talk about the NCAA. The NCAA, the way they are up and down with different cases and not letting people play, eligibility and all that, I'd be glad when the NCAA should go away. I think the FBS college football should break away and do its own thing. I mean, like Oregon and UCLA and USC all going to the Big Ten. I thought we cared about student athletes. I mean, of course, they're getting paid NIL and stuff, but all that travel now, not only you have to travel farther than you did with the different conferences and the realignment, we care about student athletes and everything. Do you really? Well, now you got to do more traveling with realignment and stuff. So you just got all kinds of different issues. That's why Coach K for Duke retired. Roy Williams for North Carolina retired. You see different coaches retiring because not only you deal with players, but NIL, transfer portal, playoffs, there's all kinds of different messes. A lot of coaches don't want to deal with it. So when you got to sign up, you got to be thick-skinned. You get paid well, but if you really want to deal with that stuff, you got to be thick-skinned and stuff. So it's a lot to deal with, but a lot of coaches act like they're ready for it when they're really not. So just a lot of interesting topics. Of course, that's coming. They'll come in the future, but just thought I'd throw that out there, guys. Remember, hit that like button and subscribe. And remember, go Vols.